What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another album of the month, this time for February 2024, and I'm so excited to be talking to you about Middle Kids and their brand new album, Faith Crisis Part 1, which just dropped this past Friday. I've been listening to it on repeat because it is so good from start to finish. And for those of you who don't know Middle Kids, they are a three-piece pop indie band out of Australia, and this is actually their third album, and I've been following them ever since around 2018 when they dropped their first big single, Edge of Town, which I just think is fantastic. It is like a perfect indie pop song, and I've been waiting for them to kind of grow into that in the form of an album. Their first two records didn't quite reach the heights of how spectacular that song was, but this album, I think, finally did it. I mean, like I said, from start to finish, there's not a weak track on here. It's short, it's sweet, it's 36 minutes long, 13 tracks, so all of them are relatively short with a couple interludes thrown in there, which are very tastefully done as well. But while there's not a song that is as sublime to me as Edge of Town, there are a couple that come close, and one that comes to mind, I'm just going to say right off the bat, my favorite track off this record is Your Side Forever, which it just feels like one of those songs that you've heard before, but then you quickly realize, no, this is fresh and new and inviting and warm. And I just love Hannah Joy's songwriting. She has her heart on her sleeve. You know, it feels like a lot of these songs are about relationships, and just emotionally, I feel like she's in tune, and everybody can relate to what she's saying. No matter, it's kind of vague enough to where everybody can relate. You know, she's saying, "Let's get away from this party," and the chorus repeats the refrain, "I'm on your side forever." It's just a beautiful sing-along, catchy song that I just don't get sick of. And there's several songs like that on here. Of course, most of the singles that they released, they're very wise with the songs that they released prior to the lead up of this album, like Dramamine, very catchy, and also one that has a very interesting chorus where it's saying something along the lines of "You're the only thing I have my hope in. I hope you don't take that the wrong way." So like I said, a lot about relationships on this record, a lot about hope, faith, belief, and kind of being let down by a lot of the things in the world, but by having these connections with one another, we can find our way through. And you know, you can feel that just evidently through all the songs. And I don't want to say the album tells a story, but as it goes, I feel like it gets more and more into its stride on songs like Bootleg Firecracker, which also just feels very much about a very personal, intimate relationship, and really just kind of stripped down in the beginning with acoustic guitar. But I love sonically what they've done on this record. The production is really great, where they have kind of very light synths here and there just to really embellish the song in really nice ways. The production by Tim Fitz, who's also the bass player, is really tasteful throughout the album. Harry Day just kills it on drums throughout the record as well. Like I said, this is a three-piece band, and the three of them just, I think, fit perfectly together. And if I had to compare them to another band, it's hard to say, but I mean, because it's a female-led vocal band, I would compare them a little bit to Haim, if you're into that, as far as indie pop. They're certainly not just mainstream pop by any means, but it's catchy enough to where you want to sing along. Another favorite on this album is the song Bend, which I just love vocally what Hannah does on this song. It almost feels like her voice is bending and almost breaking in points of the song. And she's saying, you know, I'm about to bend, and oh my God, I know I'm messing up the lyrics of this, but at the end of the chorus, she says, but maybe I need to break so I know what I'm made of. It's just such great songwriting, again, and something that I think you can just kind of raise your fists as an anthem, especially when it gets in the whoa part. Just great songwriting, great music. Another standout is Terrible News, which almost feels like a punk song, the way she's yelling on the verses, like at a very high-pitched range. Like, I'm not sure what she's saying on the verse, but it's just like, na, 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 na. But it's so cool, and I just love how straightforward it is. Another thing I love, circling back to my favorite song, Your Side Forever, is how they build that track, and towards the end of it, when they got that fast tremolo picking on the guitar, just really building up the intensity, it is just so top notch, man. I love this record. I have a feeling it's going to grow on me, but if I had to give it a grade right this second, a very strong 7 out of 10. Highly recommend. If you're new to the band, I think this is a great starting point, but also definitely check out Edge of Town. You'll know what I'm talking about when it's just one of those songs that seems like it came down from heaven and blessed us all. But there's a couple just beautiful moments on this record here as well, and one I think I'm going to come back to many times. My favorite 2 tracks, Your Side Forever and Bend, but there's a lot of other stuff to love here. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you haven't heard it yet, please go listen and let me know. Come back and see what you think. Guys, we got so much more on this channel. Album reviews, top 5s every Friday, so much more. Thank you for watching, and as always, Viva La Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.